Halloween quickly creeping up. It's less than 2 weeks before the spookiest night of the year, and we've been hearing the scariest thing you'll see might be empty shelves in stores. Look at those headlines, ripped from the headlines. Joining us now for the personal finance site The Balance is editor-in-chief Kristen Myers. It's so good to see you this morning.
Great to see you. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So, Kristen, we've been hearing for a while there may be issues getting costumes, candy, decorations for Halloween due to the supply chain shortages. Was this all hype, or are we actually seeing the effects now?
No, it's absolutely not at all hype. You know, if you go online and you try to purchase a costume, I did actually myself this morning, leaving it a little bit to the last minute. And I was told that the costume that I wanted wouldn't arrive until 2 weeks after Halloween. And then if you want to go and buy a decoration, you know, for your house, especially those animatronics, those are the things that are actually in short supply the most. So you're going to see out of stock, out of stock, out of stock, over and over again online. Or if something is in stock, you are going to be limited in the amount of things that you are going to be able to purchase. So it is absolutely not the hype at all. The supply shortages are absolutely real. It is going to be difficult this year to celebrate Halloween in order to buy those costumes and that candy.
I know. I actually have a coworker who tried to get a Squid Game costume and is wary because my coworker's told a costume will arrive on the 30th. Wow. Risky, and that it wasn't only that, the price was double what she would have paid. So how likely is it that those last minute deliveries will actually make it?
So funnily enough, Squid Games is something I wanted to go as this year, and I very quickly had to abandon that costume idea. I totally did. For this very reason, these costumes are incredibly expensive, and actually they're quite lucky if they can get it by the 30th. We are seeing, when it comes to shipping, big delays. There are shortages in the amount of truck drivers that are actually available. There are backlogs at the ports. So even if you can get your hands on a costume, like Squid Games, for example, it might not make it in time. So you might want to have a backup. Hopefully your friend, your coworker has a backup to that Squid Games costume because it might not make it in time at all.
And even if it does make it here in time, the other thing she mentioned is that it was double what she was expecting to pay. So how serious is price gouging? Is this something we're going to be seeing through the holiday season and beyond?
You know, this is a really great question. I don't know if it's necessarily price gouging. Everything right now is just so much more expensive. There's limited supply. As I mentioned, there's the shortage, the labor shortage of folks that can get the goods, either to make the goods or get the goods to the stores and then into, you know, your hands. All of these things, inflation, they are causing, you know, a lot of these costumes, the candy, the decorations, pumpkins, all to be much more expensive. Now, if there are some unscrupulous business owners that are out there that might want to take advantage, you could see some of those prices even leaping above some of the high levels that we already have. When it comes to Halloween, the spending is reaching almost pre-pandemic levels because of the costs.
You know, I also read that decorations, Halloween candy, were going to be particularly tough to get this year because once they're sold out, there won't be any replenishment. So it's not going to get here on time. It's going to be double what we pay. And then even if we try to go get it, it may not be in stock. Please help us. what is it?
I know. Talk about a real trick instead of a treat, right? So that's absolutely correct. Several months ago, when a lot of these companies and stores had to figure out how much they were going to even order, or how much they were going to manufacture for the holiday, there was a lot of confusion. You know, the pandemic was still ongoing. The pandemic is still ongoing even now. And there was a lot of confusion, you know, will folks even go out to celebrate? Will people even be out, you know, trick-or-treating? And so there was already limited supply because they didn't place big enough orders. Well, now we have huge amounts of demand, and unfortunately, when some of those items run out, they are absolutely going to run out. So if you are in a store, if you are in, you know, CVS or something, and you see a bag of candy, grab it now. It might not be there next week. Make sure you take advantage and stock up on everything that you can. We've got a little bit over a week. Do not leave this until the last minute. Do not try to find your Halloween costume, guys, at next Friday. You really are going to.
And you know what I do when I can't find the candy? I go to my sister's. Because she buys like every day is going to be the zombie apocalypse. So there's always something there. Real quick, any other money-saving tips other than pillaging your sister's pantry?
You're gonna have to give me your sister's address so I know where to get some candy this Halloween when I go trick or treating. You know what? There's a couple of options that you have when it comes to the costume. This might be the year to do one of two things: either rent instead of purchasing. One, you might be able to actually get a costume that way, and two, you might be able to save a little bit there. Or just start DIYing it. You know, you might have to just start buying t-shirts and jeans and shorts and use paints, markers, etc. to make the costume that you want. And then you're gonna have to shop around. You know, gone are the days really where you could perhaps get everything that you wanted at one store. You might need to start going around to different stores. As I mentioned, if you see something in store, it might be better to grab it, because even if you purchase something online and you find it online, might be in a scenario like your coworker, like your friend, where they say it might arrive in time and it really might not. So you don't want to take that chance.
Well, Kristen, thank you for giving us the most deplorable news in the most pleasant way possible.
I know, I'm trying.
We appreciate you and your time. And for more money-saving tips, check out The Balance Com on Instagram. Take care, Kristen.